how do you program the human body to destroy a brain tumor? Imagine, just for a second, that instead of fighting a brain tumor from the outside, with invasive surgeries or really intense radiation, we could actually fight it from the inside out. Like, what if we could literally program the body's own cellular machinery to hunt down and destroy the tumor all on its own? I know, it sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie. But this is the actual cutting edge of modern medicine right now. Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're going to unpack exactly how scientists are making this wild idea a reality.
All right, let's just dive right into it. We're looking at advances in brain gene therapy, a biological battle plan. And I use that phrase battle plan very intentionally. We aren't just talking about a random collection of medical techniques here. No, this is a highly coordinated, microscopic mission designed to outsmart one of the most stubborn, fortified diseases known to humanity. So, here's our agenda for this biological battle plan. We've got Phase 1, targeted delivery, Phase 2, cellular sabotage, Phase 3, immune activation, and finally, how it all comes together into the therapy ecosystem.
Let's kick things off with Phase 1, targeted delivery.
Now, you probably know the human brain is heavily fortified. The blood-brain barrier is notoriously tough to crack. So to breach it without wrecking healthy cells, scientists have engineered these highly specialized microscopic Trojan horses, basically delivery vehicles. We rely on three main transports here. First, AAVs, or adeno-associated viruses, which are super efficient for delivering smaller gene packages. Then you've got lentiviruses, which do the heavy lifting. They can carry much larger genetic payloads right into the cells. And finally, synthetic nanoparticles. These are awesome because they offer a totally stealthy, non-viral approach. And don't worry about the virus part of those first two. They are entirely emptied out of any harmful viral components and then repacked with life-saving genetic instructions.
But wait, if you just shoot these delivery vehicles into the bloodstream, how on earth do they know exactly where to go, right? Well, the secret is something called tropism. Tropism is essentially a cellular GPS. Scientists make specific modifications to these vectors, whether they're AAVs, lentiviruses, or nanoparticles, so they act like homing missiles. They are magnetically drawn to the unique biological markers of brain tumor cells, totally ignoring your healthy tissue along the way. It's incredibly precise. Moving right along to Phase 2, cellular sabotage.
Okay, so once our modified delivery vehicles actually locate and lock onto the tumor, the payload drops. And this is where the tumor's own biology gets weaponized against it. Using revolutionary gene editing tools, like CRISPR-Cas9, which you've probably heard of, guided by highly specific RNA molecules, the therapy zeroes in on the exact oncogenes. Those are the mutated genes that are driving the tumor's rampant, out-of-control growth. The Cas9 enzyme acts just like a pair of microscopic scissors, cutting and permanently silencing these specific oncogenes. And the result? Boom, the tumor cell's growth is instantly inhibited.
But actually, scientists can do way more than just cut DNA. They can build a full-on intracellular modification factory. They can go in and alter complex gene networks, like flipping a master switch on the PTEN pathway. Now, PTEN normally acts as a vital tumor suppressor in a healthy body, but cancer is sneaky and often turns it off. Gene therapy, it just flips it right back on, shutting down those cancer survival signals. But honestly, here's the most fascinating part of the whole shebang. Scientists can also insert a literal suicide gene. Yeah, you heard that right. When activated, this gene produces a specialized toxin from within the cell itself, forcing the tumor to systematically self-destruct, all without laying a single finger on its healthy neighbors.
Which brings us to Phase 3, immune activation.
So at this point, we've halted the tumor's growth and forced a bunch of its cells to self-destruct. Awesome. But to ensure the threat is completely wiped out, it is time to call in the cavalry. See, brain tumors are notoriously good at hiding from our immune system. They project signals that basically act as an invisibility cloak, while this therapy violently rips that camouflage right off. First up, through a process called CAR-T engineering, a patient's very own T cells get genetically upgraded. They're outfitted with custom sensors designed specifically to recognize the tumor. Simultaneously, gene therapy helps dendritic cells act like biological scouts. These scouts grab pieces of the destroyed tumor cells and present these antigens to the rest of the immune system, almost like waving around a biological wanted poster. This sets off a massive, highly coordinated attack from natural killer cells and T cells to track down and eliminate every last remaining cancer cell. And that leads us into our final section, the therapy ecosystem.
Because what we're looking at here isn't just a random series of isolated chemical reactions. It is the creation of a comprehensive, interconnected ecosystem.
When you get targeted gene delivery, precise cellular sabotage, and widespread immune activation all working in sync, the clinical results are just profound. This ecosystem hits 3 major clinical goals. First, tumor growth is significantly reduced. Second, the patient's own immune system is permanently empowered and trained to recognize the cancer. And ultimately, it means vastly improved patient outcomes. We are, quite literally, programming the body to win the fight.
And that leaves us with a truly exciting, kind of mind-blowing thought to wrap up on. Look, the brain is absolutely one of the most complex, heavily guarded environments in the entire human body. So, if we can successfully engineer a biological ecosystem to breach those insane defenses and defeat tumors from the inside out, what diseases will this technology conquer next? The possibilities are endless. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll catch you next time.